Greetings. Peace. What's going on, sentient beings? Greetings. It's prosperity resource. Oh, shoot. Okay. I like the water. I like the elements. I love this. So we had to switch it up today. Something a little different. So I could really hop right in. Less barriers today. It's Friday, August 6, 2021. It's double Venus energy. Woo! Ooh. So Friday is influenced by the planet Venus. You know, you want that paycheck, you ready to spend money, you ready to go out and socialize and be Libra oriented, or you're ready to Netflix and chill and be on your tourist mode and cook a good meal. Whatever it is, it's that Venus influence. You're smiling, you're beautiful, you're wearing pink, you're giving joy to people, using heart energy, you're more altruistic, even if it's not payday for you. You're like TGIF, you're giving gratitude. We love Fridays. We love that Venus energy, that Oshun energy. Yes. Right. So it's very harmonious. It's very beautiful. It's very artistic. In tune. And want to be in the water because the moon is still in Cancer until it moves into Leo. And once the moon moves into Leo, then the sun and the moon will both be in Leo, and that's called a new moon. And that's where the energy is more focused on planting seeds. That it's a dynamic, beautiful time when the energy is abundant to have fresh starts, new beginnings. And there are other planetary placements at hand that make this new moon in particular extremely potent, powerful, and life-changing. So a lot of people are speaking about the 8-8 Lionsgate energy, which happens every year. It doesn't always end up being a new moon as it's the Lionsgate energy. So that's perfect alignment, right? And we are all in the need of fresh starts right now as a whole. And that has more so to do with the planetary energies from the larger planets, the outer planets, because they more so focus on the wider range of people, groups of people, nations, versus us as an individual, like the inner planets do. So, and that's why they move slower and they have a bigger auric range of possibilities. The planets Jupiter and Saturn, they're both in retrograde, and Jupiter's, it was at 29 degrees, and it should still be there, but I didn't specifically check today. But it's influencing the magnitude of this new moon in Leo, where that means the sun and the moon are both in Leo energy, and you already know Leo's about coming with it, and that flair and that drama and that love of life and that loyalty to family and that putting your heart into it and giving it all you got. Woo! Leo energy. On top of the Lionsgate 8-8 portal. This intense cosmic influence that happens yearly, but just so happens to be with all this other dynamic energy. Not so happens to be, it's all divine plan. And there are cycles and rhythms and frequencies and degrees, and this is how it pans out this time once you put all of the components together, just like cooking. So that's what happens with the planets, and their energy affects us based on who we are and our planetary makeup. And the more you know about that, that's what's up, because awareness, the more awareness you have, it will lead you to alignment. So today I really wanted to speak about, so that's a little bit about the energy of today. We'll do a tarot reading a little bit later, and I'm sure that it reflects the energy of today. You know, as I was walking, of course I thought I had the video on. I was saying whatever. Walking in the water, thought I was making a video with you guys. That wasn't what was really happening. But it's okay. I guess I was practicing, right? So I can get it right. Anyways, just walking along this shoreline here, found this ocean watermelon peel. And that is awesome, because that reflects the energy of today, because with the moon in Cancer and the sun in Leo, we love watermelon. It's a summer tradition. It's full of water and it's very nourishing. That's that Cancer element and energy. What else about the watermelon? Oh yes, and then it represents the Oshun aspect, right? With the sweetness and the juiciness of it, and the love that we have for it. And Oshun's energy is aligned with the planet Venus, and aligned with Fridays. So for it to be the summertime, Leo season, moon in right in the thick of the summer, you know. and it's the moon in Cancer, and it's a Friday. It's just so lovely. And it's also a 6, so that's more that Venus and the harmony. So it's very reflective of that. So that was cool. Great. I also came out here for another reason, take care of some serious business. It was very empowering. I'm so grateful. Oh man. Oh man, yes. You know, there's been so many powerful women that have helped me on my journey, and men. Oh, that is fantastic. Some of them like magical and in the esoteric natures, and some of them not. And I'm grateful. And I'm empowered. And I want to help other people feel grateful and empowered. So, the topic of today is domestic violence, because it's prevalent. It's a national, it's a national epidemic that no one talks about. Everyone likes to sweep it under the rug, even though you can see it happening. There are resources available to help people. However, they may not be as sufficient as a person needs, and or they may not be accessible or known about. The other aspect of the domestic violence is the mentality that goes behind why someone would choose to allow themselves to continue to be in a scenario of that nature. So I'm speaking from experience, which is why I could see the need to expose the ugly truth and to provide adequate solutions for the people involved, because at the end of the day, it affects the children the most. And when we're talking about Oh, the son is in Leo, father energy. The mother is in Cancer, the ultimate moon energy, and that's coming together, and the family and the legacy and projecting that as far as possible. And you know, you have to keep in mind the children. That's what we're doing it for. We stand on the shoulders of those that came before us, and we're creating, operating, building, growing, creating for the ones that are coming after us. That's simple. And we're grateful to be doing that. So it is extremely important to not sweep things under the rug, not pretend like they don't exist. Don't hide, don't be afraid, because that doesn't solve it, that doesn't address it, that doesn't help the people involved. That helps predators do what they do and become more able to operate in a way that is harmful to the community. So, which overall, it just affects the children. When you're not able to be your best self as a woman, as a man, as a father, as a mother, and obviously the children know that and feel that and are exposed to the detrimental nature of abuse, of domestic abuse that happens in the homes. So a lot of people just don't talk about it. And it happens financially, it happens, with your words, verbally, it happens emotionally, mentally, psychologically, physically, intentionally, at times, and sometimes unintentionally. But the point is, how do we start helping people get out of these scenarios, avoid these scenarios? The people who have been in them, they go to goosebumps. How do we help those children and those adults who were affected, and help them feel safe and protected, and help them raise their energy so that they know that they can have beautiful lives and relationships that are healthy and not toxic. So it all starts with your mentality, with yourself, and how you're treating yourself. But when you recognize something as toxic, and when you recognize yourself as precious, you will choose not to have anything toxic around you. If you want to liken it to an example of a vehicle or of a home, the more fancy and elegant, or the more pride you have in it, the more value it has to you, then the more care one typically takes for what they have. But you should look at yourself like that, the ultimate value in a supreme nature. Ashe. Ashe, man. I am going to get in a proper stick so that I can do this the way it's supposed to be, because it's very enjoyable, and I would like to do that for you all. So it's not an easy topic, and not everyone's dealt with it, but it is something that has to be addressed, and especially for the empowerment of women and children and households and families. So I represent the matriarch. I represent the matriarch. I didn't want to say the divine feminine because that's apparent, and because that's like the typical term. That's it's okay. It's the reality. I just wanted to describe myself in another way. I am many things, many attributes. So, all right. Let me get in this session of power here. Sip. Yeah, so domestic violence happens, and a lot of people don't have anyone to talk to about it. So I'm a person you could talk to about it. And Details for that will be in the description and all of that. But it's extremely important that we move forward and evaluate the life that we're living, what we're creating, and where that's going to lead us. Our children need us to shine our light to the fullest, to be happy, prosperous, productive, and healthy, so that we can show them how. Confirmation. Maybe that's all I should say for right now. Apparently, I'm at a loss for words. That don't happen a lot. Oh, here's some inspiration, right? Like as I said, or I don't know if I said that in the video that it wasn't recording in. So, I've been in domestic violence relationships. And I know when you have a child and you're in a situation like that, or you have a child by the person that is abusing you, it's even that much more difficult. But regardless if children are involved or not, it shouldn't be happening to anyone. So, irregardless of their gender, their age, their profession, their religion. Toxic is toxic. Abuse is abuse. And you recognize it as such because it feels, goosebumps, it feels like oppression. Because that's what it is. And there's so many forms of it out there. And it's all with the intent to take your power. So that you're not shining to your fullest. So that you don't believe in yourself and that you are capable of doing. Just with who you are. So I'm very grateful to be able to share that message and a little bit of the inspiration. It's a poem I wrote after my recent domestic abuse scenario that I survived, and I'm out of it, and I'm thriving, and I'm saying this because I smile all the time, and I'm happy, and I'm exuberant, and you wouldn't even motherfucking know if I didn't tell you. So this is for people who are in situations now, or even that were in situations previously, so they can feel inspired and know that the joy comes back, and you make it come back, and you deserve to feel good. So make yourself feel good. Do things for yourself that are good, and it's in the simplest ways, and it's the mentality, it's the mind shift, Doing this, the self-care has been vital. It doesn't have to be expensive to take care of yourself. That's not what it's about. Take quality care of yourself. It's not about being expensive. It's about the essence, the substance, the nutrients, not the vitality, that natural essence, the rawness, the realness. That's where the value is. Because you can literally put the clay on your face and do a little clay mud and spa day at the beach and a picnic with your family and get in tune, and you'll feel great because you took the time to nourish yourself, and you will see a difference because you feel different and you also took different actions. So therefore there has to be a difference, and you will see it. Oh, yes. All right. Tarot cards. My hands are wet. I am grateful. Oh, the poem. Fucking scatterbrain is what that's a toxic thing somebody called me before, and when we were during the toxic stage. So I guess that's why that came up and came out like that. And I'm grateful to recognize that and say that so that I can delete that shit forever. and not speaking myself to that. I'm a divine priestess. I am prosperity priestess. I am a capable and nourishing and loving and happy and internally joyful and especially prosperous. Oh wow. Beautiful intentions and wonderful outcomes. What is that? And results. Yes. I am fully capable. I am excited. I am living my best life. I am loving me. I love people. Most of them. I am working on my altruistic mentality and living. I am wealthy internally and externally. I am divinely protected. I am divinely provided for. And I want to take this time to thank my ancestors. I want to thank my gods. I want to thank my angels. I want to thank my highest self. I want to thank the haters. I want to thank every piece, everything that happened, because it made me who I am. And I had to work through it. And today it makes sense. 21, had to do some spell work today. Woo! Gratitude. I'm so grateful to do that. And I feel empowered. So excited to see the results. I did spell work before when I didn't really believe in myself and saw the results. Oh! And now I know why. All right. So boom. Biggest situation in my life so far. And that I had to fight against. And there's many angles and tactics in war, and it's all spiritual warfare, but it's a spiritual journey. And it's reflected in the physical experiences. So I took some physical motherfucking actions to get the spiritual work in, to have a spiritual influence to affect my physical life and reality. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Because now when I think about the scenario, I feel empowered. I'm grateful. I won. I did what I needed to do. So we all have battles. And it's very good when you step into your power and it feels so fantastic and wonderful when you are on your path and when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, I had tears of joy. I'll read the poem now. I'll say the poem now. It's a haiku, so it's short. And here it goes. You cracked me. I cried. Flowers grew. Let's take some time to let that resonate. It's beautiful because we all have a situation in our life that we can relate to like that. And there's rainbows, there's sunshine, there's all that after the storm. So whatever battle you're in, whether it's domestic violence or it's self-love or it's something having to do with a corporation or it's a loss in your family or it's financial, work on your energy internally, spiritually, emotionally, on your heart. Take care of yourself. Start there. So, that's what I do and what I like to help people with. And I'm grateful for so many people that have helped me. And I'm going to continue to help people, help the masses and multitudes as I asked to do. Great. Well, thank you for the reminder, Spirit. All known force. Today, I was so excited. When I got up.
the upload that, oh, you should talk about domestic violence. And when I took my shower today, I did some inner work, and I put the cold water on, you know. Ha 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 ha. You don't know it's spiritual work till you do that shit. Or you try to do it, and you're like, oh, so the water feels like this, and I'm supposed to just walk my body under it and stand under it and do fire breathing? And be one with this cold ass water for real? Because why? Because you can get through anything. That's why. Because you are reprogramming your mind. You are shocking your system. You are putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation, and you are surviving. Irregardless of anything, any obstacles against you, because you're capable. And that's what the spiritual work is about. That's why you had to go back into, and you had to address emotional scenarios in your life that hurt you. When you think about it and that hurt you, you had to address it so that when you think about it, you had tears of gratitude because you beat that shit. The fact that you're alive, you beat it. You're out of it, you survived it. But it doesn't mean that the battle's over. You have to make yourself better, right? So you cracked me, I cried, flowers grew. And you tend to those flowers and you nourish them, and you get yourself a garden and put soil over it, and you keep living your life and moving in alignment and gratefully. So I hope the little message helped or inspired or encouraged people. I'm grateful for you all tuning in and for being with me. I'm grateful for you deciding to enhance yourself. I'm grateful for you taking your power back. I'm grateful for you living your best life. I'm grateful for you loving yourself. I'm grateful for how amazing and divine you are. I'm grateful for how beautiful your soul is. I'm grateful for you turning all your tests into testimonies. I'm grateful for your journey being sincere and loving and wonderful. I'm grateful for you creating the reality that you've always wanted. And I'm proud of you. All right. Remember to always ask ancestors and to surely seek spirit. Peace.